Good morning and good day to everyone. I am Kyla Mae Plamenco and I'm delighted to introduce my fellow researchers. Janelle Bayoca, Cruz, Gerlyn Militante, Rine Nuevo, and MaryJoy. And we are the Group 5. Today, we're presenting our research titled Tradition and Craftsmanship, an in-depth study of Buntal hat weaving in Baliuag, Bulacan.
The text highlights the importance of the Buntal hat weaving industry in Baliuag, Bulacan as a vital expression of the community's culture and identity. The craft has not only provided livelihood opportunities but has also become a symbol of the community's ingenuity and resilience. The study emphasizes the need to preserve traditional crafts in contemporary society. And by documenting the history, practices of Buntal hat weaving, it contributes to the preservation of Baliuag's cultural heritage. The research also underscores the economic and cultural benefits of supporting traditional crafts, providing insights that can inform policy making and community development initiatives.
Statement of the problem. In Baliuag, Bulacan, the tradition of weaving beautiful buntal hats faces a critical challenge, which is survival. The growing popularity of mass-produced hats and a decline in interest in traditional artistry threaten to extinguish these unique crafts. To address these challenges, this study will answer the following questions. First, what are the cultural and historical origins of the buntal hat weaving in Baliuag, Bulacan? Second, what obstacles must buntal hat weavers overcome to maintain their art and adjust to the shifting needs of the market? Third, what inspired the artists to keep up their craft practice and how do they see its worth and significance in the modern era? And last, what are the social, cultural, and economic impacts of the potential loss of traditional craftsmanship on the local industry and community?
Hypothesis. Number 1. Buntal hat weaving in Baliuag is a long-standing tradition passed down through generations. It represents local pride, creativity, and a connection to the town's heritage, reflecting the skill and identity of the community. Number 2. Artisans face obstacles like competition from cheaper, mass-produced hats, a decline in young weavers, difficulties sourcing quality materials, and limited access to modern markets, threatening the craft's survival. Number 3. Despite the challenges, weavers remain motivated by their pride in the craft, the joy of creating hats, and the desire to preserve their heritage and share their culture with future generations. 4. The disappearance of buntal hat weaving would harm Baliuag's economy and cultural identity, removing a source of income for families and a key symbol of community and pride in history.
Significance of the study. This study will be beneficial to the following stakeholders. Buntal hat weavers. It recognizes their craft, provides market insight, and advocates for their rights, improving their livelihoods, local community in Baliuag. It strengthens cultural identity and can generate economic growth through tourism and new markets. Artisan and craftsmen in other religions. It inspires other artisans to preserve and promote their own crafts. Local government units and policy makers. It informs policy and tourism strategies to protect traditional crafts. Cultural historian and researchers. It adds to knowledge on Filipino heritage and traditional crafts. Tourism and heritage advocacy groups. It helps promote cultural tourism and heritage preservation. Educational institutions and students. It inspires students to engage with and appreciate traditional crafts. In short, the study benefits a variety of artists engaged in the preservation and promotion of buntal hat weaving by highlighting its cultural, economic, and social significance.
Scope and limitations. This research focuses on buntal hat weaving in Baliuag, Bulacan but has limitations. We may not represent all the regions with similar crafts, have access to every weavers, or conduct extensive analysis. Our findings are specific to Baliuag and might not reflect the broader industry, which is rapidly changing. Additionally, our recommendations are practical but might not address all the deeper challenges.
Definition of terms. The following terms are defined to provide clarity within the context of the study. Artisans' rights. The rights of craftsmen ensuring fair compensation, recognition, and protection of the cultural work, such as the right of buntal hat weavers. Buntal hat, a traditional Filipino hat made from buntal fibers typically hand-woven and originating from Baliuag, Bulacan. Craftsmanship. the skill and artistry involved in creating handmade products such as buntal hats, which require precision and expertise. Cultural heritage, traditions, and practices passed down through generations, presenting a community's identity, such as the buntal hat weaving tradition in Baliuag.
Chapter 2, Review of Related Literature. So for the chapter 2, this chapter present the related studies and related literature from local sources that are relevant to our studies.
According to Johnson, traditional crafts, including weaving, are vital connections to Filipino identity and heritage. According to Santos, hat weaving is crucial for the local economy, providing livelihoods for many households. According to Agbayani, the Buntal hat industry supports the local economy through domestic sales and international exports. Overall, Buntal hat weaving is a vital part of Baliuag's cultural and economic heritage.
Our review of local literature reveals that Buntal hat weaving in Baliuag is deeply rooted in Filipino culture and provides significant economic benefit. Local studies highlight the craft's historical significance, its role in fostering community, and its contribution to local livelihoods. However, challenges exist such as declining artisan numbers, competition from imports, and limited supports. However, initiatives like festival and modern marketing strategies are helping to promote the craft and ensure its future.
According to Kimmel, weaving is vital for expressing artistic creativity and preserving cultural narratives. According to Mills and Smith, weaving is essential for maintaining cultural continuity and passing down knowledge among indigenous groups. According to Harris, weaving transmits indigenous knowledge and reinforces cultural identity. According to Delgado and Timmons, weaving contributes to sustainable livelihoods in rural economies. Lastly, according to Miller, woven goods can be foundational to the economies of developing countries. Overall, weaving is a vital part of cultural expressions and economic sustainability, and its preservation and promotion are necessarily for future generations.
Foreign literature. Our research draws upon the global understanding of traditional crafts, especially weaving, as crucial for cultural preservation and economic development. We see how despite challenges from industrialization, many cultures are successfully revitalizing their crafts by embracing modern techniques and adapting to current trends. Focusing on the Buntal hat weaving tradition in Baliuag, we'll explore how modern marketing and design, cultural tourism, and local community support can contribute to its continued success. Our research aims to contribute to deeper understanding of how preserve and revitalize this valuable Filipino craft while ensuring its continued relevance in today's world.
Theoretical framework. According to UNESCO, physical artifacts like the Buntal hat and the methods used to create them are considered tangible cultural heritage. The Buntal hat reflects the history, knowledge, and tradition of Baliuag people, preserving both the craft and its cultural significance. Smith argues that cultural heritage includes not only physical items like the Buntal hat but also the costumes and practices associated with them. The living tradition of Buntal hat weaving connects modern weavers to their ancestors, preserving Baliuag's culture, fostering pride, and maintaining the community's identity in a rapidly modernizing world.
The theoretical framework emphasizes that Buntal hat weaving is multifaceted tradition that intertwines cultural, economic, and social dimensions. It demonstrates the importance of the craft in maintaining cultural identity and heritage in the face of modernization and globalization. It highlights how the craft embodies creativity and skill, as in theory of craftsmanship, and how it contributes to community cohesion, as suggested by Harrison. The framework also underscores the challenges posed by industrialization and mass production and the adaptability required to ensure the survival of the craft. In short, this theoretical framework offers a comprehensive perspective on the enduring significance of Buntal hat weaving, framing it not only as an artistic and economic activity but also as a crucial cultural and social practices for the community of Baliuag.
Conceptual framework. Our research aims to revitalize Buntal hat weaving in Baliuag. Our framework focuses on the three. We have input, process, and output. Input. We understand the weavers' profiles including their names, age, and experience levels. Process. We gathered insights through in-depth interviews. And last, output. We will develop strategies to preserve and revitalize the craft. By understanding the challenges and perspective of weavers, we aim to contribute to solutions that ensure the craft's sustainability and cultural significance.
Synthesis. Buntal hat weaving in Baliuag, Bulacan is an important cultural practice and source of income that reflects Filipino heritage. However, it faces challenges such as young generation losing interest and competition from cheaper mass-produced products. Despite these issues, local initiatives and modern marketing strategies have helped keep the tradition alive. On a global scale, tradition weaving is recognized for its role in preserving cultural and creating economic opportunities. This highlights the need for balancing traditional methods with modern approaches to ensure the craft remains relevant and continues to thrive.
Our review of local and international literature shows that Buntal hat weaving is a vital part of Filipino culture and economy, but it faces challenges like declining interest from younger generations. We see that combining tradition with innovation is the key to its future success. And lastly, we want to ensure this craft remain a vibrant part of Filipino culture and economy for generations to come. So now, let's proceed to the chapter 3, Methodology. Research design.
The study employs a qualitative phenomenological approach using in-depth interviews to explore participants' experiences and perceptions, providing insights into their emotions and beliefs about the craft.
Population, sample, and sampling technique. The study will use purposive sampling to select 20 weavers from Baliuag, Bulacan. It will allow for in-depth insights by focusing on individuals who can offer valuable perspective on the phenomenon being studied.
Research instrument. For this study, we've chosen to be the primary instrument for the data collection. We'll be conducting a face-to-face interview with individual weavers. We've developed a semi-structured interview guide, which includes a set of prepared questions and topics to guide the conversation. This approach allows for flexibility, allowing us to delve deep into specific issues and clarify questions that arise naturally during the interview.
Data gathering. The data collection will begin with obtaining permission from local authorities and participants. Participants will be informed of the study purpose and their voluntary involvement. Interviews will be recorded using a mobile voice recorder, and the transcript will be analyzed after transcription, ensuring ethical and accurate data gathering.
Ethical procedure. To ensure ethical research practices, we've taken several important steps. First, we've developed a consent form that the participant will review and sign before participating in the study. This ensures that their involvement is voluntary and that they fully understand the purpose of our study. We are committed to protecting the confidentiality of all information provided by our participants, and we follow all applicable regulations, including RA 10173. To safeguard their privacy, we clearly acknowledge any resources used in our study and ensure that the information is used solely for academic purposes.
Data analysis.
The researcher will systematically code and categorize the data, assigning initial codes to highlight main ideas, then refine and name the themes, summarizing the findings. The researcher can gain a deeper understanding of the data by using thematic analysis, which is a qualitative research method designed to analyze a non-numerical data, such as interview transcripts, with the goal of identifying recurring topics or patterns that emerge from the data. The researcher can uncover patterns and meanings that may not be immediately obvious by using thematic analysis.